My ex-boyfriend really thought he could end our 2-year relationship over a voicemail while I was still living in his apartment. He called me from a work trip and casually mentioned I had 48 hours to pack my bags because he was flying back with his new girlfriend. Keep in mind, we were still officially together when he boarded that plane. He came from a rich, entitled family and clearly thought I was just a disposable part of his luxury lifestyle. But he forgot one thing. I still had the keys to his place for 2 more days. I did not do anything typical like smashing his TV or keying his car. Instead, I spent $100 on eBay for a box of 20 tiny battery-powered noisemakers. These things are the size of a quarter, and they are designed for pure psychological warfare. They emit random sounds at unpredictable intervals, sometimes minutes apart, sometimes days. We are talking about scratching sounds, a faint whistle, a child's laughter, and a sound the packaging literally described as a dying breath. I got creative with the placement. I hid them inside light fixtures, tucked them behind wall outlets, taped them under the dashboard of his car, and even dropped one deep into the hull of the expensive sailboat his father bought him. The genius of these devices is the frequency and volume. They are so quiet and high-pitched that one person in a room might hear it, while the person sitting right next to them hears absolutely nothing. It is the perfect recipe for total paranoia. Fast forward 6 months. I am living my best life in a new city when I run into a mutual friend. He starts telling me about the absolute disaster my ex's life has become. Apparently, the new girlfriend did not even last 3 months. She moved out in the middle of the night, claiming she could not handle the vibe of the house. He was hearing things that she was not, and she was hearing things he was not. It created this toxic environment of mutual gaslighting, where they both thought the other was losing their mind. The guy eventually had a full-blown breakdown, convinced that he had a brain parasite or that the government was testing frequencies on them. He eventually broke up with her because he thought she was infected with something. But it did not stop there. My ex eventually got so spooked that he abandoned the entire property. He told his parents he didn't want the house and begged them to sell it or give it to his brother, but he refused to explain why. He walked away from a multi-million-dollar estate because he could not handle the ghosts I planted in the walls. I told my current husband the whole story, and he thinks it is the most brilliant thing I have ever done. Some people call it a masterpiece of karma, while others think what I did was actually sociopathic.